Well, hello every morning. Every morning. Hello everyone. And good morning. Okay, this is going to start out good today. Hello everyone and good morning and happy Saturday. It is Saturday, June 7th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. This is Lisa Freeman coming to you live from stampingwithlisa.com. And I can't talk today, so this would be a good video. Hopefully a lot of you guys missed that because of the ad. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess the people on the replay will see that. Okay. Hello. How's everybody doing today? Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful day here in Chesapeake, Virginia. And after the video, I have to go do a presentation. We're having a big meeting today in Virginia Beach of about 100 demonstrators are coming from the surrounding area. So it was open to all the demonstrators within like 150-mile radius of here. So we have Heather Lambert from Stampin' UP is going to be there. And me and a few other people are doing presentations. And it's going to be a really fun day. So I have to go there after my video. So I've got to do this, then that. So my whole day is going to be stamping, which means it's a great day. So let me say hello to everybody. Hey, Christine. Hey, Diane. Hey, Vicky. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Tamla. Hey, Tony. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Jody. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Louise. Hey, Louise, I sent you an email again. So check your email. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Jalen. Hey, Regina. Hey, Evelyn. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Amy. Yeah, I have Amy, this is funny. So this card actually was my upline Melissa's card at one of our get-togethers. So we get together every month, me and my friend Colleen and Melissa's my upline. We meet at her house. And, well, she's my second upline. Faith is my direct upline, and then Melissa's my second upline. And a couple other girls in our group. And we do shoebox swap, which means everybody brings a project, like in a shoebox kind of thing. Doesn't have to be a shoebox, but you bring a project with all the stuff to make it, and then we pass the boxes around. Everybody gets to make everybody else's card. So this is Melissa's card, and I loved it. And I was like, oh, can I do that for one of my videos? But she was doing it in the class, so I waited till after she was done with it so I could copy it, and I loved this card. So thank you, Melissa, for this idea. She always has great cards. We have similar styles when it comes to stamping. Hers are usually just a little bit more difficult than mine. I try to make them super easy, but I thought this was pretty easy. So we're going to be making this one. We're going to make a couple little changes to it. So this was the original one that she designed, and then I've got a couple little changes to do, but nothing major. So we're using this Grow with Love stamp set and dies. And funny story, I bought this and I've used it one time, and I love this stamp set. And then all of a sudden I saw the last chance list a couple days ago, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This is on the last chance list. And I'm like, this just came out like, I don't know, 4 months ago or something. And I'm like, how can they already retire this? So if you don't have this, you might want to get it right now. So it is on the last chance list. I can't remember if it's on sale or not. We're also using the Elements of Text stamp set, which is one of my all-time favorites because I love anything with words on it. So we're using both of these, and the dies are really cool, and it comes with this little envelope on there. So it's got a lot of great dies on it, and it's also got this one, which makes this piece right here. So it's got all the leaf cutouts, and I did do some surgery, and I cut off the words for all of these because I didn't really want the words on there for the spices. So you can leave them on if you want to, but I cut them off. So There you go. So that's what you need is this bundle and elements of text. And the words, you can use anything you want to. I just grabbed what was on my table, which was just a note. So we're going to change that because I couldn't find that happy birthday one. So we're going to change that to just a note, which I don't even know what stamp set that comes from. But you know how I am. I just have my favorite words on the table and just grab them when it's time to do a video. So everybody always says, where are the words from? I'm like, I don't know. We're using just a note. So I can't remember. It's in a couple different stamp sets, but I can't remember which one this exactly comes from. So that's what we're doing today. Don't forget, we have the big sale going on. And it is kind of a confusing sale. So it's buy one, get one half off anything that comes in a suite. You can actually get the whole suite or a bundle, the paper, the gems, the ribbon, whatever. Anything as long as it's part of a suite is buy one, get one half off. But here's the kicker. So just like if you go to a store and do it, it's always they take off the lowest price item. So my way around that was to do a couple different orders. So I put the expensive stuff in one order and the cheap stuff in another order so that I maximized my freebie stuff. Because if you put it all in one order, you're getting the cheap stuff half off instead of the expensive stuff. So if you're buying a bunch of different stuff, put the expensive ones in one order and the cheap stuff in another order, like paper and ribbon and that kind of stuff you can put in one order, and the bundles or suites put in another order. So that way you get the most bargains. So I had a bunch of you guys order the other day, but the sale does go all month. So you can order anytime all month and get that deal. But a lot of stuff is selling out. So make sure you get it before it is gone. And also don't forget, if you place a $100 or more order, you get to pick which card kit you want. So you can have the lavender card kit or the butterfly card kit. So you get to choose this month which it's a napkin card kit. So you can pick either one. I know a lot of you guys ordered these napkins from Amazon, and then I found out after the video this one already sold out. So I did search lavender flower napkins on Amazon, and there were 2 or 3 other ones that came up that were just as beautiful as this one with lavender. So just type that in the search bar, lavender flower, because if you do lavender, it's just going to show you purple napkins. But if you type lavender flower napkins, then, and I would put dinner napkins, you'll get some. And I saw one that I liked even better than this one. So check that out. And then also make sure, a lot of times when you see one, if you click on it, it'll have like 20 more in that same one that are all by the same company. So sometimes if you see one you like, click on it and it'll have a whole bunch more in there. So even if you don't see the exact same one, it might be in there somewhere. So, but this one I think is still available on there, and the link is in my Amazon store below the video. So, and then you know what's so funny? At first, well, actually still, the lavender is still the most popular one. I think because a lot of you guys ordered this pack of napkins, so you can't get this one. So you've been ordering this card kit. So that's totally fine. I have plenty to go around. So, and if you don't want to order, if you're a demonstrator and you know, you don't want to order, you can just order the kit, because I'll just do the kit for you for $20. I'll mail you just the kit, and you don't have to order if you don't want to. Of course, I do want you to, but, you know, if you're a demonstrator or something, or you just don't have enough money or something like that, that's totally fine. I understand. Times are tight. I know. I'm on the budget myself. All right. So I think that's everything for talking wise. Let me see if anybody's got any comments. I know I didn't make it very far for saying hello. Hey, Shirley. Can ask for prayers. Have fun. Oh, wow. You went to the ER. Ended up with ulcers. Oh, wow. Yep. Okay. Shirley needs some prayers. Is Will on here? I mean, Bill on here. I haven't seen Bill on here. William or Bill. Let me see. I'm looking. Shirley, were you the one that said you figured out that movie in the first episode, The Better Sister? I just finished watching it, and I totally didn't get it till the very end. So I don't know how you figured that out. That's crazy. Nope, Bill's not on here. Okay. Yes. I don't know how you figured that out. That's crazy. But that movie, well, it's a series. It's called The Better Sister. It is so good, but I didn't figure out the kicker till the very end when it came out. So I don't know how she figured it out early, because I never would have gotten that. Okay, so here's what you need. Now this is where I'm going to switch it. So Melissa put the basic beige as the back piece. I decided I wanted to switch it to either pecan or pretty peacock. So I'm going to do one of each. So we're going to make two. So instead of the beige, I'm using these two colors. The rest is the same. So we've got 2 pieces of Old Olive for the next layer, and then 2 pieces of white for the next layer. So we've got 8.5 by 5.5, 5.25 by 4 Old Olive, and 5 by 3 3/4. So each layer goes down 1/4 inch on each side. Then for the inside, we've got our white, 5.25 by 4. And then we've got this piece for the front. That's this piece right here. And it's 8ths. I hate 8ths, but that's what you got to do for this one. So 2 1/8 by 3 3/8, pretty peacock. And then this is the piece that goes across here. That's 1 by 4. And then this scrap is for the words. That's a 1/2 inch scrap. And I don't have anywhere to put it. And then also you need another piece of scrap paper to stamp. You're going to have to stamp this piece right here and this piece, and then we're going to die cut them. So just a scrap of white. Doesn't matter what size it is, but just a scrap of white. So there's your screenshot. Okay, somehow I hit my screen and I'm stuck. There we go. Okay, now I'm caught up. All right. Oops. Okay. I'm just reading the comments just real quick. What? Jalen, you've had COVID for 79 days. Holy cow. Never even heard of anybody having it that long. You got that long COVID. I will say I've been taking oil of oregano, like a pill, and they say that that's really good if you have any kind of respiratory thing, like pneumonia or whatever. It's kind of like nature's antibiotic, but if you're still having issues, I've been trying all sorts of natural things. I'd like to get off of all the medicine I take. And I told you guys like months ago, I stopped taking my Crestor, my statin. And, you know, because I found out it causes joint pain and my knees were hurting so bad. My knees don't hardly hurt at all anymore. And I don't know if it's because of that, because nothing else has changed, but I swear that's what it is. And I've got my doctor's appointment next week, so I'm going to see what happens. But he's probably going to yell at me for going off of it. But I'm not going back on that Crestor, because I tell you, that stuff was, I mean, I could barely walk. But now my knees, they really don't even hardly hurt that much. Unless I just sit for a long time and don't move, then they'll kind of be like stiff, but that's it. All right, so let's take all of these off and get started. Okay, so these are going to be our 2 back pieces this time. So I'm going to save those for later. So we're going to be stamping on these 2, and then this is the inside. We don't want to get that mixed up. And then the words here. So you make sure you want to stamp on the smaller piece for the front. And this is kind of like the one sheet wonder, you know, when we did a one sheet wonder, how you have, you know, just collage everywhere. That's what we're doing. So we're going to start with pecan pie or pecan pie. Let me put these over here too. All right, so we've got pecan pie. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the words too, because that's also in the same color. So this is just a note in pecan pie. I can't even say that right. Pecan. I want to say pecan pie. All right, and we're going to be cutting this at an angle, so it doesn't have to be a certain measurement because we're going to cut it. All right, so there's our words. All right, and then we're going to take this one, which is the words from the elements of text. And we're just going to be putting this all over the place. Try and get it straight if you can. And do it a couple times. Just wherever. So there you go. So we've got a couple of those. Then let's do it on this other one too. Okay, so that's good. All right, so that's it for the words. And then also, while I've got this pecan out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my frame. And we're going to die cut that in just a minute. So just stamp that on your scrap paper. And there we go. So we'll hold that for a minute. I already did the other one. That's why I'm only doing one. So I already went ahead just to save time. So you didn't have to watch me. I already did the other one. So that's why I'm just doing the one. Okay, so we're done with pecan. And now we're going to go to the blue. So we've got Pretty Peacock. And we're going to stamp this one. See, I chopped the words off because it did say mint on it. So we're going to be stamping wherever. And some are, I'm doing two stamps. So let's see. So stamp some full strength and some off. And I think that's probably good. All right, same thing for this one. I love doing collage style. Okay, so that's good for that. And then also for our inside of our card, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to do a one there, one there. And I think we're good with that. Oh, I forgot. Wait a minute. We need the one for here. So you'll do two of these if you're making two cards, but I already did the other one. All right, so, ooh, that didn't come out very good. Maybe I should flip it over. Let me see. Let's flip that over, do another one. Okay, that's better. All right, then we're gonna do some sponging. Not on this piece, but on this piece. It's easier to sponge it before you cut it out. And I'm not worried about the center because that'll be covered. So that's sponged. I already sponged this one. All right, so we're done with that. And oh, I gotta sponge the inside too. And also sponge the front. I forgot about that. Okay, so just around the edges. Sponging makes a huge difference. Thanks, Sherry. I got a cute joke for you guys today. So I'm going to try and get them to videotape my presentation today and then post it on YouTube. Okay, so that's good. All right, so got all that done. All right, we still have one more stamp left. So we've got our blob stamp. And we're going to do that in Old Olive. So this is the blobby stamp. And we're just going to do a couple of these all over. Let me see how dark that is. Oh, that's pretty dark. That's good, I think. Okay. And then also this one. Okay, that looks beautiful. All right, also on the little squares or rectangles, I mean, I've got some. Just kind of wherever. And then also on the inside, put a couple. Love this. Love this blob stamp. Or dottage if you are from the UK. It's called dottage. I love that dottage. All right, so I think I got everything. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're done with all the stamping. Now we're going to cut it out. Cut it out. You ever watch Full House when they did? Cut it out. I forget how they did. Okay. So I've got my little mini one. And what did I do with the oh. Okay, here they are. I was like, what did I do with my plates? I lost them. Love a good blob. All right, so we got to put some tape on here. So this one, I've got my Post-it tape. So this is just 1-inch Post-it tape that holds the die down so it doesn't move while you're stamping. So you just want to put this right on the edges. Hopefully get it straight. So there's one. Now last time I had a difficult time with this because they were not going through because it was not like right. I think they were just not offset. Okay, so here's this one. So we've got both of these going through and then we're going to put this on top. All right, let's see if it works. Wait a minute. It only happens when I'm on TV that this does this. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's take it off of this thing and put it down flat. Here we go. Okay, now we're going. Okay, there we go. So it can't be all straight together. It's got to be like a little bit offset. And then it'll go. I don't know why I have trouble with that one. Okay. Let's move this back over here. Okay. Anything to stress me out while I'm on live TV. So my presentation today has got to be like 15 minutes. I said, I don't know what I can talk about for 15 minutes. I'm talking about the kits. And everybody's like, I don't think you'll have trouble talking for 15 minutes. Because I can wing an hour video. If I can wing an hour video, I can talk for 15 minutes. Okay, so now everything I think is done. So let's put it all together. So it's all mixed up now. All right, so we're going to do one. Well, let's put this part together first in the inside. Well, now let's do the fronts. Okay, so this goes on the front. We're gonna use some green glue. Oh, guess what I did? I was bad. So I went to see my mom Thursday. And no, Tuesday. I think I told you that. And I took cookies. So I didn't bake the cookies. I went and bought them at Food Lion because they have this big thing of chocolate chip cookies for like $10. So when I was in Food Lion, I got some Tillamook ice cream. And I got the apple crisp. And if you take the Tillamook apple crisp and put caramel sauce on top, it just makes it like, oh my gosh, so much better. So it was like to die for. Yummy. All right, now this one goes on with dimensionals. So I was a very bad girl, but I only have eaten like a third of it in several days, so that's good. I didn't eat any yesterday. Okay, so put dimensionals on that. And then this piece goes on that little piece that I lost. Where did they go? How did I lose them? Oh, wait a minute. Here they, no. Okay, we've lost some papers here. I know it was here. Hold on, it must be under. All right, that's crazy. I know the papers were here, the little blue pieces. We had them. It must be in here somewhere. Unless I fell on the floor. Oh, I found it. Okay. Woo! It's having a heart attack. I'm like, I know I had that paper. Okay, Lisa just had a heart attack, but she's okay. We're just a hot mess this morning. I'm a little bit nervous about my presentation today. Okay, so let's get that back out. All right, so we've got, that's inside. This goes with this. And this is why we had to use 8ths, because this frame right here is a funky size, so that's why you had to cut it. Cut the back piece the same. Now I lost the other piece. Okay. Oh my gosh, what? Oh, there it is. Huh. I'm stressing, you guys. What in the world? I wish you guys were going to be there. That'd be so great if you guys were close by. Then you could be cheering me on. Okay, so there's our 2 pieces. Oh, we got to put... Oh, gosh, I'm losing everything. I'm losing my mind. I should be like, what's her name? Susan Campfield. I'd be drunk by now if we were drinking every time I lost something. All right, so put one of those on each thing. There's this guy who his dad lives across the street, and he comes to visit like every day, and he has this diesel truck, and he just sits in the diesel truck for like forever, and he parks in front of my house, so it's, I can hear it out there. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's just, he's just sitting in the car with the diesel running. All right, we're just going to cut a little arrow out of this. And the reason he parks at my house, I think, is because we live on a cul-de-sac, and I'm like maybe 3 houses from the end. So my front yard is straight, and his dad's in the cul-de-sac. So he doesn't have much of a front yard. It's like, you know, when you're in the circle part, you really don't have that much front. And I could have like maybe 4 cars parked in front of my house, but I mean, I don't care. He's only there for a couple hours, but he's really nice. But I just hate that he sits in that diesel truck just letting it run, and it's so loud. Okay, so there we go. So there's our 2 banners. So let's put that down. And you just kind of want to center that right about the middle. You could use the other side too. That's pretty. So let's just stick that right there. We could just put it, I think I'm going to line it up with the white. All right, and then there's the other one. So you could line it up with the green or the white, doesn't really matter. All right, and then this just goes flat. You could put more dimensionals if you wanted to, but I'm just gonna put that flat. And then put that right there. This is a pretty easy card, isn't it? You could make a bunch of these. You probably could have done 3. But I was worried how much time, because I really need to be done by 11 at the latest, so I can get ready for my other thing. Okay, so our words, we're going to just do a little thing like that. A slant. We're going to cut this down a little bit. Okay, so there's our words. Now this gets tucked under there. I think I'm going to cut a little bit more off. And that's flat. Is it flat? Yeah, that's flat. I gotta cut more. Because we don't want it past that. Okay, so that's good. I watch some of these people, you know, that use the tweezers all the time, and I'm like, I don't know how they do that, because I suck with tweezers. I'm like, I don't know if my fingers are so fat or what, but every time I try to use the tweezers, it doesn't work. You know, like to pick things up. And okay, so there's that one. And let's do this one. That one's too long too. Okay. So you want a pretty short word, either like a single word or something short, so it's not longer than your banner. All right, so then now we're going to put it on, instead of, like, she had the basic beige, so I'm going to have, what do you guys think? The pecan or, oh, they both look good, don't they? Shall we just do one of each? And then that would look good. Wendy says, tweezers are just another tool I would lose. I was using the tweezers for a while with the bows, but now I can do those without the tweezers. Karen says, tweezers make it easier if you practice. Oh yeah, do thumbs up. Pecan pie, peacock. All right, one of each. We have a lot of, you guys always do that. Whenever I give you a choice, it's like always half and half, almost exactly. Every time it seems like. Okay, let me just throw away my trash. So let's just do one of each. I like them both. And then we'll put our inside piece in. I also have some gems. So Melissa picked the little teeny butterflies, but I decided on some gems, because my favorite gems to use with that paper right there are the oh, what are they called? These right here. The adhesive back texture dots. I love these things. So they're just so pretty and they look really rustic. I just think they go really well with that. All right, inside piece, we gotta, don't forget that. So if you don't have pecan or pretty peacock, I can't imagine anybody not having pretty peacock, because that is like probably one of my favorite colors. So everybody should have pretty peacock. But if you don't have the pecan, just use peacock. Oh, and the other day we were talking about the light blue. I saw after the comment, after I watched the video, the replay comments, a lot of you guys said it. It was Seaside Spray was the one I was trying to think about. Because I loved, Seaside Spray was like probably one of my favorite all-time colors. And Razzleberry. I loved Rich Razzleberry. That was a gorgeous color. All right, let's put a big one right there and a little one right there. Another big one. Just anywhere. Maybe down here. And then same thing here. I have a lot more big ones than little ones. Oops. It's stuck. Okay, here we go. There we go. Let's put that right there. All right, and then we got a spray with some shimmer spray. Can't have a card without the shimmer spray. Oh, I forgot the ribbon. Don't forget the ribbon. And we have a joke and card giveaway, so don't go away. Don't go anywhere yet. All right, so my ribbon is the linen thread. I went ahead and did one ahead of time just to save time. So somehow I got a pack of giant glue dots. I don't know where these came from because they're bigger than normal. All right, so let's put that right there on the bottom of our thing. I'm gonna trim it just a little. But that show, The Better Sister, oh, that was really good. And I really didn't see that. I'm not gonna tell you who did it, but I didn't see that coming at all. So, all right, and then I've got another 2 pieces. We're gonna do a double bow. So I'm just tying it like regular shoelaces. Oops. That didn't come out very good. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I saw several of you guys already made the frame dart from last time. It does make an awesome gift. So if you have a friend who's going through, or a family member who's going through difficult times, that is a perfect gift for them. All right, so this one, I made extra, so I've got like 4 of them. So I'm definitely going to save mine and then give it to somebody who needs it. Thankfully, right now, I don't have any friends right locally that are going through stuff. I know there's quite a few of you guys that are. Okay, so there we go. So here's our cards. So here's the original one. That's Melissa's, and then these 2 are mine. So thank you, Melissa, for that idea. I love it. Love it. And oh, I also meant to say, last time I framed art, so one of my downline, Janaea, she actually did the original framed art, not the same as I did, but it was kind of the same idea. And then I just kind of took her idea and changed it up. But I think I forgot to say that last time. So She's the one who gave me the idea, and she printed out her words on the computer. So I think maybe she did have stamps. I'm not sure. So there's that. So hopefully you guys like that. Don't forget to do thumbs up. And I think I do like the Pretty Peacock the best, but I do like that too. But I think it just needed more pop of color than just the beige. But I do love the beige too. But this, I think this is my favorite, the Pretty Peacock. Just makes it pop. All right, so you guys ready for a joke? I think we need a joke today. Let's see. Good, except the language. Yeah, there was a lot of bad language. That's the thing. A lot of movies nowadays have bad language. Unless you watch the Hallmark Channel. That's about the only channel that doesn't have cussing every 5 seconds. Okay, so hold on. Let me pull the joke up. And then I've got some cards to give away. So this is another blonde joke. I know you guys are loving these blonde jokes. This one is funny. It took me a minute to get it when I first read it, but then I was like, oh, okay. So blonde is overweight, so her doctor puts her on a diet. I want you to eat, this is what he says. I want you to eat regularly for 2 days, then skip a day, and repeat the procedure for 2 weeks. The next time I see you, you'll have lost at least 5 pounds. When the blonde returns, she's lost nearly 20 pounds. Wow, that's amazing, the doctor said. Did you follow my instructions? The blonde nods. Oh, that's so funny. Hold on. I'll tell you, I thought I was going to drop dead from that 3rd day. And the doctor says, from hunger, you mean? And she says, no, from skipping. Because he said on the 3rd day, skip the 3rd day. So she's supposed to eat regularly for 2 days, then skip a day, and then repeat the procedure for 2 weeks. So on the 3rd day, instead of just skipping a meal, skipping like eating regularly, she just actually was skipping. So it took me a minute to get the first time I read it, but I thought it was so funny after that. I told that one to my mother the other day. She thought that was hysterical. I love blonde jokes. And if you are a blonde, I'm sorry. Okay, so there's the joke. All right, we've got some cards to give away. Hold on, let me find them. I forgot to pull them out ahead of time. Oh, let me grab some right here. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Get those out of the way. All right, don't forget the sale. So we've got the sale, and don't forget you get a free card kit, the butterfly or the lavender one, with a $100 order or more. So I would love to have you order from me if you don't have a demonstrator. All right, all the cards, I think. Yeah, I think. Wait a minute. Nope, we have 2 left over from last time. So let me put those down first. So we have 2 that were not claimed, Valerie and Jean. So if you are Valerie or Jean, make sure you send me, oops, one fell out. Darlin. We have Darlin Everett. Darlin. Love that name. Let me get my address out for you. This is my email address. So you can send me your address to mail the card. Sweet Sarah. We got Sweet Sarah. And Evelyn Kemp. Evelyn Kemp. And last one is Tony. Tony. I think Tony won one recently too. All right, so there you go. Those are the winners for today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. That always helps my YouTube channel grow. And I need that. For some reason, it's not doing well lately. I don't know why. I used to be getting like tons and tons of views, like maybe 3,000, 4,000. Now I'm only getting like 2,000 per video. So I don't know what's going on, but oh, Teresa. Well, I'm an overweight, not blonde, but I'm an overweight brunette gray. So I thought that was funny. All right, so there you go, guys. Oh, Sarah's on here. Good. Anybody else who won on here? I don't know. I don't see anybody. My thing is spinning. I hope I'm not like stuck. Oh, also, if you want to send me a card or my mom, there's my address. And here's the other addresses for everybody else. And if we had Shirley's, we could send her one too. And I'm just stuck spinning in a circle on here. All right, I'm going to go and wish me luck at my presentation today. I'll let you know how that goes on Tuesday when I come back and see y'all. And have a great weekend, you guys. I hope you guys are having some gorgeous weather like me. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Take care, everybody.